ṣó ti yá. ṣó ti yá. Dá mi lóhùn. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad kama sallaita ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim wa bariki ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad kama barakta ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih lima hulik والعاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. Adá ọpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run, atọrọ àlékún ìkẹ́ àti ìgẹ̀ fún ọ̀gá wa àgbà aṣíwájú wa Ànábì Muhammad. Ládàá salatu orí àsálátù ọlọ́mọṣàbá mú bá Ànábì bá mú bá àwọn ará ilé rẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn sàhábà Ànábì ọlọ́mọṣàbá kẹ́ gbogbo wọn pátápátá. Àwọn tábìín ọlọ́mọṣàbá kẹwọn àwọn tábìín tó tún gba kí ó lẹ́nu àwọn tábìín ọlọ́mọṣàbá kẹ gbogbo wọn àbáríkà la ilaha illallah àwọn ìmáàmù amẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin ọlọ́run àbẹ̀ ọlọ́mọṣàbá kẹwọn àwọn tó tún pawọ́lé wọn tó ṣe tó hàn jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ tá ná Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tó gbáyé wá ṣe tó hàn jẹ́ ó gbòfo tó hàn jẹ́ ó dúró níbi wọn jẹ́ ó dúró ní gbogbo ìgbà náà ń ṣe àlékún rẹ̀ àbẹ̀ ni ọlọ́run wala mọ̀lánà Muhammad rasulullah wala al-Qur'an al-Karim yìí tá a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ lónìí ọlọ́run mọ́ṣàmá ṣàlékún àforíjì fún wọn bá kẹ́ wọn bá gẹ̀ wọn àwọn àfáà wa àwọn tó ti papòdà nù wọn ọlọ́run bá kẹ́ wọn àwọn tó ń bẹ láyé bá ṣe wọn ní pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ àwọn òbí wa àwọn tó ti papòdà nù wọn ọlọ́run mọ́ṣàbá kẹ́ wọn àwọn tó ń bẹ láyé ọlọ́run mọ́ṣàbá ṣe wọn ní dáadáa àbáríkà la ilaha illallah gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ àfáà wa àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ọlọ́run abẹ́ ọ ni o ẹ̀mí gígùn ìfọkànbalẹ̀ ìdùnnú ọlọ́run mọ́ṣàbá ṣe fún wọn ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí bàbá wa àgbà ni Fadilata Sheikh Maulana bàbá wa àgbà Sheikh Maulana Muh'd Jamiu AbdulSalam Olalekan atẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ ọlọ́run kó wọlé àwọn bàbá tàná kọ́lọ́run kó mọ́ṣà bá wa lé wọn kún àlékún ẹ̀mí gígùn àlékún àlàáfíà àlékún dùnú kí ọlọ́run kó mọ́ṣà bá wa ṣe fún wọn tó bẹ́ẹ̀ bá látara kọ́lọ́run wọlé bàbá wa àgbà ni Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Yusuf Ọlálẹ́yẹ kọ́lọ́run mọ́ṣà bá wa dúró tì yín kọ́lọ́run kó mọ́ṣà bá wa pẹ̀lú yín iṣẹ́ náà kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ ṣe kalẹ̀ àbárúkà la ilaha illallah bila hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Àwọn bàbá náà mọ bá a dá sọ̀rọ̀ ti tòní ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ tí ń bẹ́lẹ̀ lónìí náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé oṣù tá à ń bẹnu rẹ̀ náà wá sọ ń pa rẹ̀ ẹ̀rí Ramadan ò rí iṣẹ́ kankan tó kà Ramadan ò ṣàdédé wáyé àbí kábà ní bọ́lọ̀ ń bá tiẹ̀ pàṣẹ Ramadan bí ò bá ṣe pé látara kó pa pé ó ní kó pa ó wá pa ó fi rán nábì sí láti inú alukur'ani ni kò bá mọ lágbára fèmí àti pé bó ni kí ni tọ́lọ̀ ń fẹ́ kí ni tó fẹ́ ká ṣe lórí oṣù náà ẹ̀rí àmọ́ ńgbà tó ti wáyé ìwáyé rẹ̀ látara pé ńgbà tí Ọlọ́run sọ alukur'ani ó sọ kalẹ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀ fana mahama ní tí wọ́n jẹ́ tí padà wá ń bọ́ sí àkọọ́lẹ̀ tí ń ṣe alukur'ani òun náà ló jẹ́ kémi àti ìmọ̀ láfi mọ bá ti gbà nígbà wo là á bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ nígbà wo là á parí rẹ̀ kí ni tá a ṣe téèyàn fi mọ̀ pé àwẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ni tá a ṣe téèyàn fi mọ̀ pé ìṣínú ti tó bó là á ṣe kà á tóṣù rẹ̀ ó fi pé tá a fi wá ṣe Allahu akbar Allahu akbar títẹ̀kíbírù wa ó fi máa jẹ́ ìparí rẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba yìí ó ṣe látara alukur'ani náà ni abẹ́ Ọlọ́run kó wọlé Maulana Muhammad rasulullah yìí tí wọ́n fẹ́ bá wa sọ lónìí Ọlọ́run mọ́ṣà fi ilé wa kún àwọn bàbá tó mọ sọ́nà Ọlọ́run wọn bẹ nú àlékún Ọlọ́run mọ́ṣà bọ́n bá tó wọn lékún àbáríkà la ilaha illallah táwọn Ọlọ́run wọlá bẹ́ẹ̀ wọlá gbogbo orú ìtàn ṣe yìí àwọn bàbá wa Ọlọ́run mọ́ṣà bá ṣàlékún kẹ́ fún wọn bá ṣàlékún gẹ̀rẹ̀ fún wọn àbáríkà la ilaha illallah wọlá wíbẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ọlọ́run wọlá pé inú dùnú náà wà báyìí táwọn náà máa wò pé ọrí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ mi ọba tí ò ní kí n jẹ́ tán gbà tí ń bẹ láyé ọlọ́run náà lójó ọmọ ṣẹ́kù tán ń gbọ́ ọlọ́tún tán ń gbọ́ lósì yìí àwa bẹ ọlọ́run irú bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́run mọ́ṣáájú ó gbẹ̀yìn bàbá wa náà àbáríkà la ilaha illallah wọlé àwíbẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọlọ́run àwọn máa gbẹ̀yìn tẹ́yìn ṣe ọlọ́run mọ́ṣáájú fi kẹ́yìn yín àbáríkà la mọ̀láhánà muhammadu rasulullah wala la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim láì ní gbára lásìkò àpè àwọn bàbá wọlé ipe ala wa salam wa mari abikum akramakallah bismillah.
Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Jazakumullahu khairan. Jazakumullahu khairan fi dunya wal akhirah. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa na'udhu billahi min sururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. ما يعد الله فلا مضل له وما يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله. We give thanks to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We glorify him, we adore him. We bear witness no one worthy to be worshipped except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our noble Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a slave and the messenger of Allah. May the peace of Almighty Allah be upon him, his disciple, his household, and whoever followed the right way from now on until the day of judgment. We should be asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us away from our inner soul that will be telling us anything against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek refuge from that kind of soul, the inner soul, be telling us this is not right, this is right, do this. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say is not right. Any soul that we directed us to that path, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take us away from that, inshallah. So whatever that is going to be pleased with Allah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put every one of us there, inshallah. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Alhamdulillah, our topic for today is the revelation of the only Quran. Revelation of the only Quran. And like our Imam just mentioned, the Quran was revealed in this month of Ramadan. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah prescribed this fasting upon us, say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, kutiba alaykumus siyam, kama kutiba alal ladina min qablikum la'alakum tattaquna. Then he gave us the comfort, the comfortability of this month. He said, Ayyama ma'adudati. The days are numbered. The days are numbered. I did not say that you should be fasting the whole year. I didn't say you should be fasting maybe 2 months, Sha'rain 2 months, or Thalatha Ashhur 3 months, or Arba'atu Ashhur 4 months, Amsata Ashhur 5 months, and so on and so forth. Allah did not say that. Allah said, Ayyama ma'adudatin. The days of fasting are numbered, either 29 or 30. No 28, no 31. 29 or 30. So what else are we looking for? Out of 365 days, Allah just need only 29 or 30. So that's the comfortability in the month of Ramadan. So then the next is Shahru Ramadan. The month of Ramadan that we are talking about, it was in this month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran, Udan Linnasi, as a guidance to the humanity, not to just Muslim alone, not to just human being, the believers, because the fasting was ordained upon the believers. Allah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, just the believers. If you are not a Muslim and you are fasting, you are just doing exercise. You are dieting. You are dieting. So the fasting was prescribed upon the believer, the Muslim alone. So on this, Allah said, Udan Linnasi, the Quran that we reveal in the month of Ramadan as a guidance for the whole humanity. Wabayyinati min al-huda wal furqan, and is a criterion to distinguish between the left and right, wrong and right, this way and this way. Inna adaynahu sabila Ima shakiran wa ima kafura. It's two ways. So that is the month we are in right now. So our manual, our guidance is the Quran. When you buy any electronics, it comes with the manual. If you want to set up anything, you look at the manual. If you follow the manual, you will get it right. If you want to do it the way you want, your own way, you might end up messing up your electronics. And you're on your own if you don't have insurance that covers it. But as a Muslim, we have a manual, we have a guidance, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran. That's Quran chapter 2, verse 185. Quran 2, verse 185. Well, I said that Udan linnasi, as a guidance for the humanity. Wabayyinati min al-huda wal furqan. And it is the criterion that distinguishes between the right and wrong. So the Quran was revealed in this month. So we are coming back to that one, inshallah, because of ta'ala. So the revelation of the Holy Quran was revealed through the angel Jibril to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Like we all know, so the total years of revelation is just 23. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam got the prophethood at age of 40. And he died at the age of 63. So if you minus 40 from 63, so just 23 years. 23 years of the revelation of the only Quran. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the revelation of the only Quran came in 3 stages. 3 stages for the revelation of the only Quran and different ways of revelation. We have stages of revelation of the only Quran. Then we have ways of revelation. So it's a 2 things. The stages and the ways. Stages and the ways are 2 different entities. Inshallah, if time permits us, we are going to touch everything. Inshallah, bikuratillahi ta'ala. So before we go further, the stages of revelation, as was mentioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Buruj, ayah 21 to 22. It's okay. Innahu la Qur'anun kareem. No. Innahu la Qur'anun majid fi lawhil mahfuz. Lawhil mahfuz. So yeah, that's one of the stages of revelation. Fi lawhil mahfuz. Lawhil mahfuz is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already written. Allah wrote the Quran, the word of the Quran, like on a slate. Fi lawhil mahfuz. Wada that we the Omakeo used to carry when we are young. I don't know if they are still using it up till now. So we used to take Wada to Ilekeo or bring Wada from Ilekeo back home, or the ustaz, they are far. They will tell us when you are coming tomorrow, make sure you bring your Wada, that they will write the Arabic calligraphy on it for each one of them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has his own, what we call Lawhul Mahfuz. So if anybody, so thank you so much, the moderator, for putting the Quran, to put the Quran ayah and everything for us, inshallah. Jazakumullah khaira. If you look at that ayah, fi lawhil mahfuz, that's the end of the ayah. So that means the Quran here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already written some of the part of the Quran on lawhil mahfuz. That is one of the stages of revelation of the Holy Quran. The second stage is revelation to the lower heaven. Baitul Izzah, revelation to the lower heaven, which is going to happen in this month of Ramadan on Laylatul Qadr Day. Inna anzalinahu, I think that's Quran 97, ayah 1 to ila hayril ayah. Inna anzalinahu fi Laylatil Qadr. What it was revealed in this Laylatul Qadr is the Quran, the revelation of the Holy Quran. That's the second stages of the revelation of the Holy Quran. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed, the Quran in this month that we are in right now. This month, that is the month the Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the 2 surah that was revealed, and that in the Ramadan, the first one, Surah Al-Ala, as like Iqra, and Surah Al-Qadr, in Anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. Quran 96 and 97. Those are the 2 ayah that was revealed to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this month of Ramadan. The first one is Ikra, read in the name of your Lord. Rasulullah said, "Man be called here. What am I going to read?" Unlettered person, somebody that doesn't know anything. So some people used to call him unlettered illiterate. Unlettered illiterate. So unlettered illiterate then now became the teacher for the whole world. Whatever you want to do, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has already practiced it. Whatever you think you want to embark on, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam already mentioned it. So somebody that we know that is an unlettered, what do we call somebody that doesn't know how to read or write? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam might not know how to read, but with the blessing of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, read Bi-ismi rabbika, in the name of your Lord, who created man from a cloth. Read wa rabbuka al-akram, in the name of your Lord, who is the most generous. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that taught by the pen, taught the man by which he knows not. Somebody that doesn't know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him to know much, which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the second stages of the revelation of the Holy Quran. The third one is the revelation to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam through angel Jibril in Surah to As-Su'ara, Surah to Su'ara, ayah 193 to 194. The revelation came through the angel Jibril to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in so many ways. So, but the Holy Quran did not come once. The other book, Injil, Taurat, Sufi Ibrahim, and all other books, they all came once, except the Holy Quran. The Quran does not refer once. They all came piece by piece, piece by piece, piece by piece, piece by piece, with the event according to the event and circumstances. The Quran came according to an event at that moment and circumstances that surround them at the moment. Many times when things going to happen, we know about the slanders. No, if you look at the Quran 25, ayah 32. So the Quran was coming piece by piece. And you mentioned Surah to Israel too. Quran 17, ayah 106. Quran 25, 32, and Quran 17, 106. If you look at, it's because of the time. We know we're going to pray Tarawih and we still have some other stuff. That's why I'm just giving us the hint. If you have a pen, everyone write it down. So after the program, so that's the part of every one of us we're supposed to marry to the Holy Quran in this month of Ramadan. So you look at it, then you see that the Quran did not come at once, but it come down to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Allah piecemeal according to an event and circumstances around it. Let me give you like maybe one or two examples. When there is a rumor of slander against the wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our mother Aisha was like, I did not do it. We all know men. When anybody accused that your wife is is doing something behind you, engaging in adultery or fornication or something like that, you are not going to feel good about that. Despite the fact the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam doesn't have anything, in her chest, it was like if it was front onto our dear mother Aisha. It did not go to her. And she was crying, I did not do all this, I did not do it. But because of that, Allah referred Ayah to free Aisha from the slander. In Quran chapter 24, ayah 11. Quran 24, 1:1. We Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free our dear mother Aisha radiyallahu anha against the slandering rumor that was attached to her. If anybody look at it, you will see. And there's another one, is the blind man. The blind man. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was trying to talk to the well-known people of Quraysh. He wants to preach to them so that he can bring them to Islam. And there's a blind man somewhere. He passed through the blind man and went to the wealthy people to talk to them to accept Islam. Allah sent him back. That is where the Abasa Watawala, Surah to Abasa. Abasa Watawala. Anja'ul Ama ila Hayril Aya. We can check it. Rasulullah is trying to pass that man. So you can see. So majority of us, we look down to some people. When we get to some stages, then we look down to some people. Ìwọ náà jámọ́ nǹkankan. Àbí? Ọ̀nà àtiwọ́ àtàwátà jámọ́ nǹkankan níbi omi ìdọ̀tí, omi ni lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́, ibẹ̀ náà lọ́lọ́run ti dá gbogbo wa. Àbí? Aládé alákọ̀ọ́lẹ̀ ìsánà mi ní aláàkí, ìkírá wárọ̀ búkàlà àkírámù. So the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the man from the cloth. From a cloth. Nǹkan tí ò jámọ́ nǹkankan. Then we jámọ́ nǹkan, and we underrate some people around us. The same thing happened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directed him back. So you cannot leave that man. Go to that man. Then Rasulullah went to that man because of a blind person, a blind man for that matter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a surah to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have two different surah. We have Makkiyah surah and we have Madaniyah surah. So we have Makkiyah and we have Madaniyah surah. So most of Makkah surah, they are very short. They are very short. Makkah surah, they are very short. But Madaniyah, the Medina surah, they are very long, because the Makkah surah focus is before the migration to Medina. All the surah that was revealed in Mecca came before the migration to Medina. I think is it 10, one is 10, one is 13. 10, 13. Inshallah, 10, 13. So I think the Mecca or Medina, one is 10, one is 13 out of the year. So I can't remember now. I think they spent 13 years before they go to Medina, or 10 years, 13 years in Medina. I know it's 10 and 13, inshallah. So before the programs end, so Robbie Sidney Hilma, I will remember which one is 13, which one is 10. Or if anybody is watching us and you show up yourself, you can help us about that, inshallah. There's nothing wrong about that. If you know it and you help us, inshallah. We are here to learn. We are here to learn, inshallah. So no man is island, no. We are here to learn. So if you know it or you have time to just check it, you can let us know. So one is 13 years and 10 years, making 23 years. And inshallah, in the Mecca, the Mecca surah is 93, while Medina is 21. The total surah in the Holy Quran is 114. If you have 114 surahs in the Holy Quran, 93 in Mecca and its environs, not just the city of Mecca alone. Some surah came in Taif and some other places around Mecca. So the total around the Mecca and its environs are 93 surahs, while Medina surah is just 21, except the Surah Al-Fatiha that came both in Mecca and in Medina. Surah Al-Fatiha was revealed twice, one in Mecca and one in Medina. Apart from that, all other surah came once. And they all have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, except Surah Tawbah, Quran chapter 9. It doesn't have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And you know Allah subhanahu, the secret of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one surah which does not have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Another surah has two Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Surah Tawbah does not have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, but Surah Naml, the surah of the ant, Surah Naml, it has two Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. There's a Bismillah at the beginning of that surah, and in between the surah, there's another Bismillah where Allah said, Innahu min Sulaimana wa innahu Bismillahi Rahmanir Rahim. Thank you, dear Secretary Yusuf Arora. So it said 13 years in Mecca and 10 in Medina. Jazakumullah khairan. So the Surah An-Naml has 2 Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. One from the beginning and one where Allah say innahu min Sulaymana wa innahu Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. All these surah came in different form. And so according to whatever that is going on at that time. The surah, the Makkiyah surah focus mainly on faith, because Islam has not stand the way it's supposed to be then. Then they will be like, yeah, you are Nasu, yeah, you are Nasu, yeah, you are Nasu, yeah, you are Nasu, everything is Nasu. They make everything open to everybody. They make it open to everybody that this is the way, come, this is the way, yeah, you are Nasu, Tekurobakun, Aladi Alakokun, Aladina min Kobulikun, Lalakun Tatakuna, yeah, you are Nasu, Tekurobakun, Aladi Alakokun, Minafsin Wahida, Walaka Mini Asaujaha, Wabansa Mini Umari Jalan Kesira Wan Nisa. Watakula alladhi tas'aluna bihi wal arhama inna Allaha kana alaykum raqiba, and so on and so forth. Most of the Makkiyah surah focus on faith, day of judgment, and the moral guidance. They'll be warning them, if you don't follow this way, this is the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are you going to say in front of Allah when you go and meet your Lord? What is excuse are you going to give? And so on and so forth. But Makkiyah, the Madaniyah surah, after the migration, Islam has come to stay. Islam has come to stay. So most of Madaniyah surah, that is why you be here, you are Ladina Amanu, because Allah already know that Islam has already stayed with the Sahaba. Because if Islam has not stayed, nobody will leave their family, their whatever they have in Mecca, and come to Medina with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They believe in him. So they see Islam, the best of the best in him. So they want to be like him. So everybody wants to be around him. Everybody wants to be around him. We could remember one of the Sahaba. He used to serve Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam all the time. Even if Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sneeze, it's right there. If you want to take this, it's right there. If you want this, it's right there. There was a day Rasulullah said, I will remember his name. He was asking him, can you ask Allah, what do you want? Ask Allah, what do you want? So if you serve your master, or you are with someone, or when wife show no respect to the husband, or you other wife, the other way around, you're happy with each other. When you do something to the level of, oh my God, all our baba one day, nígbà táwọn ìyá wa bá sè wọ́n tí wọ́n kúnlẹ̀ tán gbóúnjẹ dání tán ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, wọ́n yàn wọ́n jẹ, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ìyá yẹn ò rí bí ìyàn jẹ. Àwọn bàbá yẹn mọ̀ yàn wọ́n jẹ, wọn ò rí bí ìyàn jẹ. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé Àdùkẹ́ yóò dáa fún àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀, ó soríire, ó jèrè àwọn èmi ló ṣe nǹkan báyìí fún. And the thing has come to pass. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn ló dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn ìyá wa tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa abẹ́fọ̀n labátà ayọ̀bẹ̀tì àròpómi ló mú kú. Àwọn ìyá yẹn ti jìyà, wọ́n ti fojú winá, wọn ò rí fáwọn gbọ́n, wọ́n gọ̀ fáwọn bàbá yẹn, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ fi soríire lẹ́nu. Tó bá ń pe family meeting, tó bá pe lágbolé ibi tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ti wá, tó bá ní òkè o, so ti kan lágbájá, ṣé ká jẹ́ kó lówó, ṣé ká jẹ́ kó lọ́lá. Majority wa kò sẹ́ni tí ó sáyìn ẹ̀ pé ẹ jẹ́ kó lówó, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ́lá, nígbà táwọn tó jù wá lọ sí wà ńbẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ìyá yìí wọ́n jìyà, wọ́n faradà yà, àwọn bàbá wa yàn wọ́n jẹ, wọ́n faradà, wọ́n sì ṣàdúà fún wọn tinútinú. Wọ́n ṣàdúà fún wọn tinútinú. Gẹ́gẹ́ náà ni ọ̀gá wa sọ́jà Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was telling that Sahaba that day, they ask me something. Kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run nǹkan tó bá fẹ́. Ó ní ya Rasulallah, you want me to ask something? I did not ask for it. You are the one that asked me to ask for something. Hey, as you ask for something, say ask for something. Why are you making me so big? Ask something. Because also I mean nǹkan yẹn náà ti ṣe tánàbí náà wò wípé Anas bin Malik, Ànábì bless ẹ àti àtòun o àti gbogbo tí ó mọ jẹ́ ìrandíran rẹ̀, gbogbo tí ń jẹ́ òṣì kò ní tọ́ sí ọmọ láyé. Ẹ wá wò láti gbà yẹn 1446 years ago up till today ní Medina, létí tó fi dé èní àrọ́mọdọ́mọ Anas bin Malik yẹn, gbogbo business tó pọ̀ jù náà nílùú Medina àwọn náà ni wọ́n ní, tí wọ́n sì ń jẹ títí dé nípa tánàbí sọ fún un. So nípa pé ká sin àwọn èèyàn, ká sinra wa, ká fún ẹlẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ní ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀, má rò wípé ẹnìkan yàn ọ́ jẹ, farabalẹ̀. Bó bá yàn ọ́ jẹ tó sì mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ tó sì dúró lórí wípé àṣẹ náà nìyẹn, kò sí tí ó ṣe, ìwọ fílẹ̀ fọ́lọ́run. Ọlọ́run mọ bí ṣe ń pín nǹkan. Ìgbà tó bá náà ó fẹ́ kọ̀yà fún ara rẹ̀, ó jẹ́ ìyà, àwọn ọmọ ó tún jẹ, ó tún fi tiẹ̀ kó bàtà àwọn ọmọ. Àwọn ìyá wa torí pé wọn ò sọ pé àwọn gbọ́n, ó ní gbogbo oríire tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ń ṣe. Gbogbo ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wa tá a bá bára wa níbi tá a bára wa yìí, ká tọ́jú àwọn ìyá yẹn nítorí pé wọ́n gọ̀ lánàá, Ọlọ́run wá sọ àgọ́ wọn dọ̀gbọ́n lónìí. So ànábì wa sọ fún ọkùnrin pé kó béèrè. Nígbà tí ó béèrè, ó ní nǹkan kan tó ń nídìí náà ni wípé kóun wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ nínú àlìjánnà. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Bó bá jẹ́ èmi àtẹ̀yìn ni, mo fẹ́ kọ́ mansion ní Potomac, mo fẹ́ wà ní kinní kan ní Oinsmill níbi táwọn ilé tuntun wà, mo fẹ́ wà ní bíbá yìí ni mo fẹ́ kọ́lé sí. Níta béèrè náà nìyẹn. Mo fẹ́ mọ lu mọ́tò tẹ́nìkan ò lórí ládùúgbò bíi tí mo ń gbé, tí n bá ń bọ̀ báyìí mọ́tò fọ́n tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé èèyàn ń bọ̀. Níta máa béèrè nìyẹn, worldly material thing tó jẹ́ pé yóò padà tán ni. Ṣùgbọ́n ọkùnrin sábà yìí ó ní òun fẹ́ wà kí bóun ṣe wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ nínú àlìjánnà. Àbí nígbà tí mo pé ànábì ò lè wọ náà àlìjánnà ní lọ, ẹ má sì fẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀, ibi tó bá wà náà ni ò ní wà. Ọ̀gá wa wò báyìí pé what? Àtọkùnrin ìgbọ́n tó báyìí tó béèrè ní tó ọ̀dà o, tó wá jẹ́ pé o fẹ́ wà pẹ̀lú mi nínú àlìjánnà o, ìmọ̀ràn tí màá gbà ọ́ náà ni wípé mọ̀ pẹ́ lórí sùjúdù pẹ̀lú àdúrà. Gbogbo ìgbà tó bá ti ń kírun, nígbà tó bá ti ń ṣàdúrà, tó bá ti ń ṣe kinní kan, mọ̀ pẹ́ lórí sùjúdù láti mọ̀ ṣàdúrà. Ìmọ̀ràn t'Ànábì gbà nìyẹn níjọ́ náà lọ. Bọ̀ nǹkan tá a fà lọ síbẹ̀ náà ni wípé the Madaniya Surah. So àwọn tí ẹ̀sìn ti wọ̀ wọ́n lára ó nìyẹn. And the Madaniya Surah focus on the social conduct. Bí ẹni irú sura eléta kutiba alaykumus siyam, lọ́n láwẹ̀ ti dọ̀ràn yẹn fún yín o. Kama kutiba alal ladina min qablikum, ìyìn wá fìyà jẹ yín o. Àwọn tó ṣáájú yín náà ti gbààwẹ̀ o. Àwọn náà ti gbààwẹ̀ o. Gbogbo àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀. So then another one is governance. Báwo la ti fẹ́ ṣèjọba? Báwo la ti fẹ́ ṣe? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ ìyàwó? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ ọkọ? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ ọ̀gá? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn ọmọọṣẹ́? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ sí ọ̀rẹ́? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ aládùúgbò? Kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ìyá sọ́mọ ìyá? Inú àwọn súra Madaniya súra ọ̀nà lèyàn ti rí. And the legal matters. Bó bá ṣe báyìí, kí ni ìjìyà ẹ̀? Bó bá ṣe léyìí, kí ni ìjìyà ẹ̀? Bó la ṣe ń pín ogún? Bó la ṣe ń ṣe yẹn? Bó ní tá bá fẹ́ ní contract, báwo ló ṣe ká ṣe? Gbogbo àwọn eléyìí, gbogbo àwọn Madaniya súra ní àwọn eléyìí. So gbogbo àwọn súra tá à ń sọ yìí, gbogbo ẹ̀ náà wọ́n sọ̀kalẹ̀ fún aṣọ́jà Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So we mentioned about the stages of the revelation, but now the ways, different ways of revelation. The stages is different from the ways. So the ways of revelation, one is the inspiration. Inspiration, that is wahyun. Wahyun, inspiration will come. Anybody can have the inspiration of anything. Anybody can have the inspiration. License. I can do that. I can make any one. So it comes to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with that. So inspiration. Then ruya. The second one, ruya, that's dream. Listen. Lójú àlá, wọ́n gbé kíní yẹn wá. And the angel, Malaika, the Malaika will come. So many hadith or so many things that we could. When Malaika came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in form of human being, or Malaika came, was asking Rasulullah about his son, how to be, and so on and so forth. Things happen. In some of the hadiths, we used to, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was playing, at the time of playing with our dear mother Aisha, when he's with Aisha, no, in intimacy period with Aisha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran. When people are doing something behind, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the night of Ramadan is allowed for you to go to your wife. Some of the Sahaba then, they will sneak, they are doing something behind. Then Allah said, okay, oh, this is what they are doing behind. Then the revelation came. Don't even hide anything. Don't do anything behind. After as we are right now, you are allowed to go to your wife. The wife is allowed to go to their husband until the sahur time. So instead of going behind and go and do so many, no, don't go behind, go straight. It's mentioned in the Holy Quran. All this was mentioned in the Holy Quran. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us so much. The greatest surah in the Holy Quran, the greatest surah in the Holy Quran is Surah Al-Fatiha. Because it came twice. It came twice. Surah Al-Fatiha. It came twice. 7 ayah. So the days of the week is 7. So 7. Everything is 7. Even to non-Muslim people, they will say 777 is a number. I mean, 777 is a number. So everybody, we are looking at 7, odd number, even number, 7. So this 7. So Surah Al-Fatiha is the greatest surah in the Holy Quran, where the greatest fast in the Holy Quran is Ayatul Kursi. Ayatul Kursi. There's a difference between surah and fast. Fast is just an ayah in the Holy Quran, not the whole surah. The whole surah, the greatest one, Surah Al-Fatiha. But ayah, fast, the greatest fast is Ayat al-Kursi. Ayat al-Kursi, inshallah, bi ta'ala. So inshallah, we are going to, maybe let's do maybe 9 more minutes or 10, making 45. Then we can leave room for question and answer, inshallah. We give question for no. We can leave room, inshallah. So most of the, like I said, so many ayah, and they name most of the surah in the Holy Quran. They name them like I say, okay, the bride of the Quran, the bride of the Holy Quran. Well, what surah is the bride of the Holy Quran? Maybe Surah Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman, Allama al-Qur'an, Alaka al-Insan, Allama al-Bayan, As-Samsu wal-Kumaru bi-Husiban, Wa-Najm wa-Sajab yasjudan, and so on and so forth. Surah Ar-Rahman is the bride of the Holy Quran. So Surah Tabaraka is the like a intercessor. So of the Holy Quran, whoever that practice Surah Al-Mulk all the time, so it will intercede for you in the day of judgment. So most of the art of the Holy Quran is Surah Yasin. So the art of the Holy Quran is Surah Yasin, and so on and so forth. They name most of the surah, they attach so many things to them because of their sababun nusul, what do we call it? The reason of their revelation. So what comes behind it? So most of the ayah or most of the surah, they all came for a purpose. If you look at some people used to say that initially they are right. People will drink, after drink, when they get to Salat, want to sukara, they will be intoxicated. While they are praying, they will not focus. So somebody want to read Surah Al-Fatiha and just say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Allahu Akbar, because they are drunk. So then the another ayah came, when you drink, la taqrabu salata wa antum sukara. Do not come to prayer when you are intoxicated. So people we misuse those opportunities. Then the last banger came. Allah said, Innamal amaru wal maisiru wal azabu wal asilamu rijisun min amali shaitan fajtanibu. Knockout. So the ayah that came last supersede whichever one that was before. So whichever one that was before, the last one supersede and knock them out. Innamal amru wal maisiru, Allah said, drinking, gambling, or any other that thing that you do that is not rijisun. Knockout. Min amali shaitan is the handwork of shaitan. Fajtanibu, stay away from it. Don't go near drink. Don't go near gambling. Don't go near all those kind of things. It was in the revelation of the Holy Quran. So we talking about Ramadan We cannot say anything about Ramadan without the revelation of the only Quran in the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is Quran, while Quran is Ramadan. They are working together. Everybody, even if it's once in a year, in the month of Ramadan, majority, they will be reading Quran. Those who know to read Quran, they might not have time another month, but in the month of Ramadan, everybody will read Quran. Those who don't know Quran, they listen to lectures. Here and there, they listen to lecture. Everybody just wants to be around the Quran. Why? We should know how the Quran was revealed. The Sababu Rasul, not just only the melodious part of the Holy Quran, not just the melodious part of the Holy Quran. We should meditate. You sit down. You are not a good reciter. Don't rush yourself to finish the whole Quran in the month of Ramadan if you are not a good reciter. If you want to take one surah, monitor that surah. Don't rush. Do your pronunciation very well. Do not rush. Just think, ponder on it. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Or some other surah, then you come across it. Innamal amalu binniyat, innamal hamru wal maisir wal azabu wal aslam rijsun min amali shaitan. So that means drinking anything alcohol is not good. Then you think about it. Then you will leave those people that say, okay, àmupara lọ́lọ́run ò fẹ́, because ìwọ nìkan ni ó kù, ìwọ nìkan ló máa kù, ìwọ nìkan ló máa kù. Gbogbo àwọn tájọ́ jọ ń kó ẹgbẹ́ tájọ́ ń kó káàkiri yẹn, tó ń kálukú nígbà tó bá dé, ń kálukú gbọ́nà tiẹ̀ lọ ní alikari àtù. So don't follow the crowd to make you derail from the way of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because his punishment is severe. Tàbá ní pé àtọrọ àforíjìn lọ́la, tọ́lá yẹn ò bá dé ńkọ́, tọ́lá yẹn ò bá bá wa ńkọ́. So the best is to make tawbah today, because Allah, inna Allah yuhibbul mutatawwibin. Those who seek repentance from Allah, Allah loves them. And after forgiveness is Rahim. Inna Allah Ghafurun Rahim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with us and bless us, inshallah. So, inshallah, and okay, Al-An'am is only the Surah to Al-An'am. I think it's Quran, maybe 5 or 6 or something like that. That's the only Surah that was revealed at once in the Holy Quran. That Surah was revealed at once. Apart from that, most of other Surah, they came piece by piece, and they joined everything together during the life of Khalifa Uthman. That is why majority of the Quran, they say Uthmanic edition. He was the one that compiled everything. It started from Abu Bakr, but they could not complete it. Umar, they could not complete it. But during the reign of Khalifa Uthman, it was completed. So they bring everything together. So what is allowed Mahfuz, the one that was revealed, and this one that some of them just write on the mountain, on any other thing, they bring everything together. That is why most of our scholars, the translators, so they will join the meaning together. Inna humi Sulaimana, wa inna bismillahir rahmanir, and one ayah, inna dina inda Allahi al-Islam. The next one, Wama Yebtagi, does not follow immediately. We just go and bring that one and join it together. But it's in the only Quran. So the revelation of the Holy Quran, inshallah, I will stop here for question. Inshallah, we gratulate to expatiate more. Kí Ọlọ́run kí ó ṣe ní rọrùn fún wa. Kí Ọlọ́run kí ó gbàdúrà wa. Kí Ọlọ́run kó dúró tì wá. So, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun ala al-mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Takbir. Allahu Akbar. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the opportunity he gave to us, especially as he extended our life to witness this holy month of Ramadan. We adore him, we glorify him. We also thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the knowledge he embedded in our Sheikh. As you can see, he started from the beginning. What is Ramadan? What Ramadan has to do with Quran? Meaning that Al-Quran Kareem was revealed in the holy month of Ramadan. So he also tells us how important Al-Quran Kareem is for us as a Ummah, especially during the holy month of Ramadan. Even those of us who have forgot our Quran in our various shelves that it has been dusted during the holy month of Ramadan, we try as much as possible to pick it up and read from the beginning to the end, because we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it to us to understand that the kind of reward we give during the holy month of Ramadan over he surpass the the reward we give during other months. As a result of this, we don't want to let the month go. We don't want to let the month go ordinarily without receiving those rewards. We thank our Sheikh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to increase him in knowledge. Now, as he said, we are now ready for question, because question always lead us to the opportunity to know some other things in which probably during the lecture you might not be able to touch due to time constraint and some other things. So inshallah, and sometimes our question does not have to necessarily be the topic of the day. So that will give us the opportunity. That will give us the opportunity to know more things, which might not necessarily be what he has actually teach us tonight. So inshallah ta'ala, the first question is already in, and inshallah the first individual said, is it because of the number of 77 that people look to Ramadan 27 when most people took for Laylatul Qadr?
No, not at all. Not because of 7777. So the which one is it? 1, 3, 5, 7. That's even number or odd numbers. What is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11? Is that even number or odd? That's odd number. Odd, right?
Yes.
If anybody can correct us, that's odd number.
Yes.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is even number.
Yes.
Okay, so the odd number is God. Rasulullah said that we should look for Laylatul Qadr at the odd number, the last 10 days with odd numbers. That is why people from 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. So it's not the composite, but there's an hadith. It looks like 27 is more suitable, more than 21, 23, 25. But the last 10 days, Lailatuha, Lailatul Qadri. The last 10 days, Lailatuha, or the night of last 10 days in Ramadan, Lailatul Qadri. So it has nothing to do with 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. No, nothing like 7, 7, 7, 7. So just Surah Al-Fatiha, just have 7 ayah, and the days of the week is 7. So that is why àwọn bàbá wa nígbà tá a wà lé wọ́n máa lo ayé ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan fún déédéé ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan téèyàn bá wá sáyé wọ́n wá kìbọnú fatia nígbà tí mo pé fatia nǹkan dáadáa ni nǹkan ayọ̀ ni tí gbogbo èèyàn so ọmọ tán bá fi fatia kó jáde àlùbáríkà rẹ̀ náà tún máa pọ̀ sí ni lọ́dọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa kọ́lọ́n kó ṣe nírọ̀rùn fún wa inshallah.
Now I think that have been dealt with. The next question says, does it matter if you read the Quran in English only?
Yeah, it's okay. But if you can be able to learn a little bit of the Arabic, might be better. But if you don't, so it's better for you not to stay away. It's better for you to know the one that you are comfortable with. If it's English, Yoruba, or any other language you are comfortable with, it's okay. But just be married to the only Quran in the month of Ramadan.
The next question, my question is this. Is it true that there is so many shaitan because it was under the impression that Iblis is the only shaitan that control people's action?
Shaitan has people working for him. So we have shayateen the co-workers, the workers of Shaitan. So the Shayateen, the workers of Shaitan. So he has their own. But mind you, because I just want every one of us to pay attention to this. They say in the month of Ramadan, Shaitan and his co-worker has been chained down. If anybody do something contrary in this month of Ramadan, what happened? Is it Shaitan? That is your own personal inner min sururi anfusina. Min sururi anfusina. Your personal inner soul or the ego of your own, that this is the way I want to do it. Because the hadith stated that the Shaitan has been chained down. So anything tí ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ó yẹ ká ìta bá ṣe ń sìn, Shaitan nìkan nìyẹn wọ́n ti dè mọ́lẹ̀. In tó wọ́ ní ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ láti ṣe òun ló ṣe yẹn, and you be punished for that. Allah.
Next question. Now, inshallah, they said that if you miss some days of fasting, starved to repay those missed days after Ramadan. If for some circumstance you couldn't repay and the next Ramadan come, can you carry it over?
Yes, but the best is to make sure you pay them before the Ramadan. You must have genuine reason, maybe for sisters, maybe during their period, or anybody that falls sick, or you embark on long journey. No matter what, 365 days, 30 days, we have 335 after Ramadan. So within that 35, no matter how many days you miss, if you are conscious of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, I don't think you should be able to forget to, because it's not that you have to pay it together. Maybe once in a week, or 3 or 4 times in a month, or once in a month. If you miss 10, and you are doing one every month, you will get it over before the Ramadan. So if you forgot and you could not do it, the another Ramadan came to you, that means you are not conscious of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Check your iman. Your iman is very low. Very, very, very low. We ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to increase all in iman, inshallah.
Amen. Alhamdulillah, from one of our children, we have a question that says, he's trying to ask question about Shaitan, that since Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is the one that creates Shaitan, and Allah has power over him, why does Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala does not force Shaitan to bow down for Adam, and which leads Shaitan to exit the special place in which Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has placed him? This is a question from one of our kids.
Because it's a lesson for every one of us, except our children. When your parents are talking to you, this is the right way. Don't say, okay, I'm grown, I know what to do. It's because I know what to do that some of you are doing here, especially in the Western world, that happens to Shaitan then. I know what to do. I'm better than this man that was created from dust, from clay, and I was created from that Shaitan, that I was created from fire, from hellfire. How can I bow down for someone that was created? I was here before him. It's the ego. It's a lesson for every one of you, the children, even us, to our elder, to our parents. When they tell you that this is the right way, don't say, I know better than you. You know, you might be older than me, but we've been in this world. We know what is going on there. And so on and so forth. It's the same thing applicable to Shaitan. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. It's just for us to be a lesson for every one of us. You are right that Allah has power to force him, but Allah did not force him. Allah just said, Isjud li Adam. Not just only him, and all the Malaika. Fasajadu. All other Malaika, they bow down for Adam. Ila Iblis Aba. It's only Iblis. And he said, no, very arrogant. Yeah, I'm not going to, how am I going to do that? Yeah, Allah say, if you cannot do that, I disown you among the other Malaika from today. Then he says, it's okay. You want to disown me. But I just need something, I need a favor from you. You know, that is Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ar-Rahman, the merciful God. The merciful God. Somebody that was rude to him, and he still have, you know, and he was still like, I still need something from you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him the permission. Allah supposed to say, I'm not giving it to you. But I say, okay, what do you want? Is it okay? Don't let me be alone. I need some people to work with me, to be around me. Allah did not say no. Allah said, okay, ila ibadika solihina. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. Except my people, those people that they know me, they believe in me, they are worshiping me sincerely, I will not let you get to them. So who are those people? We need to work to be among those people. If you just sit down and you are not praying, the parents tell you to go and pray, they ask you to do this, and you believe that I'm not going to do it. So by the way, one way or the other, you might fall into his trap. One house will lie in hazard. We seek refuge from Shaitan. That's one of Allah cast me away from every one of us and our children too, inshallah.
I mean, another question is already on. This individual is asking about al-waswasa and wanasi. Are they considering Shaitan? Are they considered Shaitan? Sorry for asking this question. I was just trying to get clarification based on another lecture that I had.
No, you don't need to be sorry for any question. This is a question season. We don't need to be sorry for that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we all have this thing. It's a built-in for every one of us. It's a built-in thing for every one of us to have yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas min al-jinnat wan nas. When you see something good, sometimes you might feel like maybe there are two different jealous. Good jealous and bad jealous. You can jealous fellow human being in a good way. Likewise, the other way. So it's a built-in. How can somebody be up there and tell me there one level, two of them? Why me? Why do you why? Why? So I just pay and all to pay pada. No, I will pay or your long mopo. And it all one láì jábọ́ rẹ̀ láì ṣe kó jábọ́ ọlọ́run lè gbé mi náà débẹ̀ pé ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ni yóò jábọ́ wọlá pé mi ò ní àníyàn pé kó jábọ́ ọlọ́run gbé mi náà gòkè kò sí nǹkan tó burú bẹ́ẹ̀ jealous náà ni èèyàn jealous ẹni yẹn lórí dáadáa ṣùgbọ́n yóò àti wíṣù yẹn náà yóò tún sọ fún yàn wípé irọ́ o nígbà o ó gbọ́dọ̀ jábọ́ ni o ó gbọ́dọ̀ jábọ́ ni o ó gbọ́dọ̀ jábọ́ ni o òun náà ni mausataini àyà méjèèjì yẹn wọ́n sọ̀kalẹ̀ léra wọn ni wọ́n sọ̀kalẹ̀ léra wọn kúlà àwùsù bìrábì nurse àti kúlà àwùsù bìrábì fàlà méjèèjì wọ́n sọ̀kalẹ̀ léra wọn ni kúlà àwùsù bìrábì nurse maliki nurse ilahi nurse min shari wasiwasi an-nas alladhi yuwaswisu fi suduri nasi minal jinnati wan nas. So ó wà láàrin the jinn and the human being, both jinn and human being. We have that. We just need to pray to overcome the desire that can lead us to hellfire, to be among the shayateen. If care is not taken, majority will go to hellfire because of their inner intention against other. Yuwaswisu fi suduri nas minal jinnati wan nas. We don't have it's built-in, but we can control it with dua and self-sufficient. Contentment. That if you control yuwaswisu fi suduri nas minal jinnati wan nas. He has nothing to do with shaitan. Gbogbo èèyàn kọ́ ni shaitan ni ó lò. Gbogbo èèyàn kọ́, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn èèyàn tí ó lò, if care is not taken, wọ́n pọ̀. Ìgbàtà èèyàn bá dúró bó ṣe yẹ kó dúró, shaitan ní dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Tí Ọlọ́run sọ pé gbogbo yín lòun kò fèsù. Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá já àwọn èèyàn tèmi, ilá ìbàdíkà ọ̀dà sí àwọn èèyàn mi tó mọ́. So ó gbọ́dọ̀ níbi tí èèyàn náà gbọ́dọ̀ ẹni tọ́kàn rẹ̀ ò mọ́, gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ wà níbi tọ́lọ́run wà. Nígbà tọ́kàn náà ò bá mọ́, shaitan náà kò sí lọ́kàn. Ẹni ọkàn ẹ̀ bá ti mọ́, òun àti èṣù ọ̀tá ni wọ́n. Ọlọ́run mọ́sà ya gbogbo aya èṣù inshallah.
Amen.
I think we are clear on that question. If you are clear on that question, please let us know.
Inshallah, that one is clear. And it also say, does mouthwash or breath or our breath strips breaks your fast?
I don't understand what you mean by breathing stripe. Breathing stripe may be something that you can just paste on your. So I don't know, maybe the color that one is going to give you or something like that. But the mouthwash is not bad. Mouthwash, or you use toothpaste to brush, because it depends on the environment. Because you don't want to. Islam is good. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam love us to be neat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah say, Inna Allah tayyib wala yukbala illa tayyiba. Allah is very clean, pure, and he will not accept anything from you except what is pure. So, toba enu alawe, ya onu enu alawe, lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run nìyẹn, kì í ṣe lọ́dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn. Tẹnu rẹ̀ bá ń rùn, àwọn èèyàn ó sá fún ọ. Tẹnu rẹ̀ bá ń rùn jù, wọ́n ó sá. Wọ́n sọ pé nítorí pé mo gbààwẹ̀ lẹ́nu mi fi ń rùn. That does not portray you good as a Muslim. No. Ibi tó bá ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó mọ̀ pé tó bá lè máa lo shiwak tí ó mọ̀ yọ wọ́n lẹ́nu, tó yẹ kó bá rí shiwak kó lo shiwak is the best. Tó bá lè rí shiwak go fọyín is the best. Tó bá wá lè rí yẹn náà pé sí máa gbé toothpaste sẹ́nu níbi iṣẹ́ ní mouthwash. Àwọn tó jẹ́ non-alcohol mouthwash náà wà, ẹ wò wọ́n tán bá kọ sí wọn lára. Díẹ̀ náà ni wàá kàn fi gọ́gùn ẹnu fúdànù kó dẹ̀ra fomi díẹ̀ sí. Breath tó máa wá lẹ́nu ẹ ó máa yàtọ̀ sẹ́ni tí ò lo nǹkan kan. You can be able to talk freely among your peers, among your co-workers. Kò sí eléyìí tí wọ́n pé tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí wọ́n ní àwọn yóò àmọ́ sá sẹ́yìn kó àwọn lọ pé torí pé mo gbààwẹ̀ ni. No, that is not good enough. So that does not portray you as a good ambassador of Islam. A gbọ́dọ̀ take care ẹnu wa. Ẹni tí ò bá lọ bì kankan o, tó yẹ pé bóyá òun ka Kùránì àbílẹ̀ ló wà o, àwọn àdìsí pé òun ẹnu aláwẹ̀ ó dá lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run nìyẹn. Ẹni tẹ́ ìjọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìsọ Ọlọ́run. Wàhálà halam kọ́lọ́n kó guide wa.
Àmín. Wọ́n ní ọmọ kò títí ẹ bá tẹni tẹ ẹjọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ fọnú lọ bá ní àwọn toothpaste kan tiẹ̀ tó wà ní tó jẹ́ pé ó wà tasteless téèyàn lè lò. A ní gbogbo orú eléyìí ká fi fọnu ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì ní ẹ̀mẹ́ta ní làá fi fọ ẹnu tẹnu wọ́n fi ṣe dáadáa làá fi lè bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní customer service tó wá ń tẹnu rẹ̀ wá ń rùn ẹ dákun èèyàn mélòó lọ sọ fún ọgbàwẹ̀ ni wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ gbàwẹ̀ àwẹ̀ àwọn ògbà ń títí wọn sì mọ́ ti ń jáwẹ̀ mọ́ fi títí ẹ kó bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi. Now, honey, bread strip melts
immediately to freshen your okay. Well, okay, yeah. If it doesn't have anything, but because I don't know if it's something that you will swallow, because you need to be conscious of that something that you are going to swallow that will go through your no. So is it you know when we are young they used to tell us mọ̀wẹ̀ lọ́sàn mọ̀wẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó ní kí ẹ mọ̀wẹ̀ lọ́sàn but wọ́n kí á mọ̀ dọ̀gbọ́n lọ mu omi ká mọ̀ wá da omi sórí ká mọ̀ fa omi mu òun fi ní ká mọ̀wẹ̀ lọ́sàn. So kò sí nǹkan tó ní ká mọ̀wẹ̀ èèyàn lè wẹ̀ as many times as you can but tó bá ti mọ̀ pé òní nǹkan ní òní omi òní bọ́ sí ọ lẹ́nu kó gbómi mu òun náà ni ẹlòmíì dẹ̀ ní yóò tún lọ sàlùwàlá yóò tún kọ́kọ́ fi ọwọ́ bu omi jẹ ní mẹ́ta mẹ́rin sẹ́nu. So that is why that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in hadith kudusi Allah say asawmu li wa anna ujasikum. The fasting is for me and I'm the only one that know who fast among you. Ẹni tó ti gbégẹ omi bíi mẹ́ta mẹ́rin tó ti mú tójú ẹ̀ wá lé nígbà tá a dé mọ́ṣáláṣí tá a fẹ́ sínú ẹ̀ tètè bá ń gbógi mi o ẹ̀ tètè bá ó sì ti jáwẹ̀ ta ló fẹ́ kó lójú pé ó ti jáwẹ̀ mọ́ lára ẹ̀ láàmú. It's only Allah. Wala hala.
Alhamdulillah. Next question. Next question. A ní ìṣẹ́jú méjì péré lóko ìṣẹ́jú kan báyìí inshallah ta'ala. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Adúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run ọba wo ni ọba àlékè alágbára lórí gbogbo nǹkan ọba tó ṣe pé máa ṣe lọ ni mò ń bọ̀ fún ẹni tó mọ̀ ní ọba ọ̀kan ṣoṣo máa ṣe lọ ni mò ń bọ̀ fún ẹni tí ò mọ̀ ní ọba ọ̀kan ṣoṣo ọba tó jẹ́ pé yóò pa wá yóò tún jí wa yóò gbé wa dìde yóò wá béèrè iṣẹ́ wa yóò bẹ gbogbo tá a ṣe bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kó ti mọ̀ síwájú àwa tá a fẹ́ wá rojọ́ wájú rẹ̀ àmọ́ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ọba yóò tó fún wa lọ́pọ̀tunítì pé àní látànú rẹ ìwọ náà sọ gbogbo tó ṣe fayígbáyé rẹ ṣe fúnra rẹ ọba yìí la dúpẹ́ fún abẹ́ ọlọ́run kó wọlé Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam èyí tí a ṣe lé ní kọ́lọ́mọ́ fi ṣe ìkágbálẹ̀ fún wa àbárúkà la ilaha illallah àtàwọn bàbá wa tó ń sọ àtèmi àtẹ̀yìn tá à ń gbọ́ kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kó wúlò fún wa kárí ìlò láyé àbárúkà la ilaha illallah kó jẹ́ gbàlejò dáadáa fún wa kó má jẹ́ gbàlejò aburú fún wa torí ẹni tó bá gbọ́ awímọ́gbà òun náà ni yóò pòfo tó bá dọjọ́ gbé di àlìkíyámà àmọ́ àwọn tá a bá wí gbọ́ tá a bá gbà àwa là á jèrè ọlọ́run àwa là á jèrè láyé á jẹ́ nínú sàárè á tún jẹ́ lọ́jọ́ gbé di àlìkíyámà èyí ni pé mi àtiwọ́ dákun jẹ́ ká gbìyànjú ká mú ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́run ọba lò ká tẹ̀lé Al-Qur'ani ọlọ́run ká ṣe bí ọlọ́run ọba ṣe fẹ́ kí ká jìnnà sí gbogbo tó ní ká fi ilẹ̀ ká súnmọ́ gbogbo tó ní ó dáa ká bàa lè rèrè jẹ àtẹ̀mí àtẹ̀yìn abẹ́ ọlọ́run kó wọlé Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam kí ọlọ́run kó má ṣàgbàdúrà wa àfọ Muhammad Yusuf sọ pé jazakallah haira ya Sheikh for your time and knowledge share with us may Allah continue to increase your knowledge and wisdom inshallah ọlọ́run mọ́ṣá bá a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àbárúkà la ilaha illallah màmá wa alájà wa Sakariya náà wọ́n ní what a great lecture àbẹ̀ ọlọ́run kọ́lọ́run mọ́ṣá bá a gba ẹ̀dúró ní kálukú yìí náà bó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tọrọ fún bàbá wa kọ́lọ́run mọ́ṣá bá a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ yìí náà àlẹ́ bàbá wa alájì wa Saidi ọ́nì jẹ́ shukran jazakallahu khairan ya Sheikh ọlọ́mọṣà bá gbàdúrà sí gbogbo yìí náà àbárúkà la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim àwọn màmá wa Màrídíyà Tìjání wọ́n sọ pé jazakallahu khairan sa ọlọ́mọṣà bá gbàdúrà yín o mọ́ṣà bá dó tó ní kálukú yín àbárúkà la ilaha illallah mọ́ṣẹ́ lè láṣẹ mọ́ ọlá Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah ilé ọ̀nà oníkálukú wa ọlọ́mọṣà dùn wá nínú la ilaha illallah gbogbo àwọn onírìn àjò tá a máa mú rìn àjò nú Ramadana ọlọ́run ò wọlá Al-Qur'ani Karim ìyẹn ibi ìwọlá abi tá a gbá adé ìwọlá tó kù tí a tó gbà ọlọ́mọṣà ṣe lálọ àtàbọ̀ àbámọ́ṣe lálọ àrọ̀rùn àbọ̀ ìrọ̀rùn iṣẹ́ yín àṣepé lọ́hùn ọlọ́mọṣà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àbárúkà la Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah àwọn màmá wa àmìrà general wa wọ́n ní pé ọlọ́run àwọn bẹ ọlọ́run pé jazakallahu haira for the lecture pé àwọn bẹ ọlọ́run fún yín kọ́lọ́run gbogbo ìgbà láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án ọlọ́mọṣà bàbá gbàdúrà yín la ilaha illallah àwọn ìyá wa àlékún ẹ̀mí gígùn àlàáfíà téèyàn fi jọ gbó tọkọ gbó pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ọlọ́mọṣà bá ṣe fún wọn owó tọ́lọ́run fún yín lọ́mọ ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó wọ́n bá yín kalẹ̀ la ilaha illallah bá a ti tọrọ fún yín ọlọ́mọṣà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwa jọmọ́ náà ọlá Al-Qur'ani Karim la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim àwọn bàbá wa àgbà Abdulbari àwọn bàbá sọ pé shukran jazakallahu haira ọlọ́mọṣà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlá Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam amina kun fayakun for the beauty lecture ọlọ́mọṣà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa ọlọ́run kó wọlé Al-Qur'ani Karim kó bá ń gbàdúrà tẹ̀yìn kálukú yìí náà ìfẹ́ tẹ̀ ní sàn bàbá wa ọlọ́mọṣà bá ní tí ó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sí kálukú wa la ilaha illallah Allahumma amin amina bàbá wa Sakariya Muhammad Lukman ọlọ́mọṣà bá gbàdúrà yín la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim Allahumma anta al-aqrabu min kulli qarib wala al-akramu min kulli karim wala al-ajwadu min kulli jawadi wala afati min kulli hafizi walitofu min kulli latifu fanasialuka bi ismuka al-latif antu sharina ma aqaka ma yakidi ajatina wa yadfa ana asmana wa tunjina mimma salamana wa hadaina bi aqaka ya latifu ultufu inda shadaidi wa najina mimma maqaidi kulliha Allahu latifu bi ibadihi yarsuku man yasha wa huwa qawiyyul azim Allah ya'lamu man alaqa wa huwa al-latif al-abir inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح بإذن ربي من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ Ọlọ́run àánú rẹ̀ ọlọ́mọṣà jẹ́ ó pọ̀ lórí yín o la ilaha illallah ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọgbà ọlọ́mọṣà jẹ́ àṣẹ pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim fún gbogbo àwa tó kù inshallah ta'ala ó bá tó ti di lálẹ́ ọ̀la àbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kó wọlé Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam kó má tó jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ká pàdé pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú àbárúkà la Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah àwọn ìdílé wa tí wọ́n ń gba àlejò UTHMAN'S àbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kó wọlé kàlífà àgbà tí ń ṣe Sayyidina Usman náà tí wọ́n máa ń pè ní aláya méjì Ọlọ́run oní àna méjì sáà nábì Ọlọ́run wọlé abẹ́ kọ́lọ́ mọ́ṣábà ń gbàdúrà yín o ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó débi tó fi dóbi tó dé àmọ́ dárúkọ yín lọ́la ọlọ́mọṣàbà dúró tì yín àwọn bàbá wa kàlífà náà ń gbọ́ wọn mọ̀ bá ṣàdúrà fún oníkálukú yín ọlọ́run wọlá la ilaha illallah kó mọ̀ ṣe ọdún eléyìí láṣẹ mọ́ fún yín o ọdún là ń ṣe kìí ṣe pà ń jìyà ẹni bá mọ̀ ẹni ọlọ́run bá ní ó yé yóò mọ̀ pé Ramadan ọdún ló jẹ́ fún gbogbo àwa mùsùlùmí kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ aṣọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé àbáríkàlà la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi ìlàlí ìlàsí àwọn bàbá ó bá ṣàdúrà wọn fi rọ́bà náà le kí á tó máa lọ bismillah ala wa sallam.
Allahumma anta amartana bi du'aika wa wajtana bi ijabatika wa qad da'awnaka kama amartana fa'ajibna kama wa'adtana ya sal jalali wal ikram.
Àmín ya Allah.
Rabbana la tu'isna in nasina aw khata'na. Ó gba àwọn ilé tí à ń ṣàdúrà fún ọlọ́mọṣàgbà ó gbẹ́ni kọ̀ọ̀kan náà rọ sí ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ ní kọ̀rọ̀ àti ní gbangba ọlọ́mọdé tó ti yín ìyá aláníyàn kọ̀rọ̀ aláníyàn gbangba ọlọ́run wàá ṣe rúkà ọlọ́kùn àwíjẹ àròbíyì innahu alimun bisati sudur ẹ bá sọ síta ẹ bá sọ jẹ́lẹ́jẹ́lẹ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà tó kálukú yín tẹ̀ fi ń wà àánú lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run nínú Ramadan yìí ẹ fa àwọn àfáà lówó ni ẹ fi nǹkan rẹ́ sáwọn àfáà ni ẹ gbé kan sílẹ̀ ọlọ́run ni ẹ dáná oúnjẹ ní gbogbo ìgbà ẹ má jẹ́ oṣù yín ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ló lérè ilé táwọn òbí ti wá ṣe lánàá òun lélẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí gbogbo ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wa yìí ọlọ́run o àwọn òbí yẹn lánàá rò pé wọ́n gọ̀ ní pé wọ́n máa ń tán ṣe wọ́n máa já ogun ẹgbẹ́ kí n lọ sí lágbájá ẹgbẹ́ lè lọ fún lágbájá ẹgbẹ́ yẹn fún lámàdò kí nìkan òun lè làwọn arílẹ̀ nìyí pé àṣẹ ogun tán ṣe lánàá èyí tí ó padà dà ní ó lérè o gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe ọlọ́run ní yóò sùn yín o ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú yín ọlọ́run ó dúró tì yín ilé òtúmọ̀n adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run ti gbàdúrà wa náà nìyẹn ilé òtúmọ̀n náà láti sọ revelation of the Quran òtúmọ̀n náà ló ti compile Quran ìjọ ọlọ́dà mọ́sàwọ́lá òtúmọ̀nù náà gbogbo àwọn tá a wà ń bẹ̀ àti ilé tó ti kọjá ní o àti ilé tó tún bọ̀ ní o ọlọ́dà mọ́sà sí gbà lórí rẹ̀ yá ní àbáríkà yá rí reward rere inú Ramadan yìí ọlọ́mọ́sà kún fún wa ọlọ́run kò kún fún wa ọlọ́run kò kún fún wa. lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ardi wa in tubdu ma fi anfusikum aw tukhfuhu yuhasibukum bihi Allah fayaghfiru liman yasha wa yuhasibu man yasha wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. آمن الرسول بما أرسل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تعصنا إن نسينا أو خطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إسرا كما عملت والدينا من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين جزاكم الله خير.
Àmín alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin adúpẹ́ fún ọlọ́run àbí ọlọ́run kó wọlé àmọ̀lánà muhammadu rasulullah ìpàdé wa lọ́la ọlọ́mọṣàjí ó rọrùn ọmọ ìyá mi alẹ́ òní mọ́júmọ́ lánú fi wákàtí kan kún wọ́n di wákàtí kan kù ní aago torí ìdí èyí àwa tá a bá ti kí irun tàràwí wa tán já tètè sùn torí ìgbà tó bá ń retí pọ́ọ̀sùn wákàtí 5 kílẹ̀ tó mọ́ wákàtí 4 ni ó jẹ́ o wọ́n máa lè sun lẹ́yìn àsàlátù irun sàárì ò ṣe é jẹ mọ́ ọmọ ìyá mi o dákun sú ìwọ náà ẹni tí ò bá lo automatic aago tó bá ti jágo ní tilẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ tí ń lo bátìrì ni tètè adjust aago rẹ sí wákàtí kan kọ́ ọba lè jíbọ́ tí mọ́ ń jí ṣe wọn bá náà wàá fìlì tá a máa ń ṣe kó tó di pé a jẹ sọ̀hún wa abẹ́ ọlọ́run kó wọlé àmọ̀lánà muhammadu rasulullah kó mọ́ fi lè ṣe àṣemọ́ fún wa bákan náà dédé ọwọ́ aago 5 lọ́la ni a tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà tó jẹ́ pé ìṣínú ó máa lọ ní aago 7 ń kọjá ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ láti ọ̀la lọ abẹ́ ọlọ́run kọ́ lọ mọ́ṣáájú ó rọrùn fún wa o àbáríkà la ilaha illallah kó mọ́ ṣe lè láṣẹ mọ́ fún mi àti ọlá àmọ̀lánà muhammadu rasulullah wasalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikumus salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.